despite the fact that all but 3 Phillies, were pretty terrible all weekend offensively, the guy that just jumps off the page. And if there are 100 people listening to this, it could be split probably with 4 different players to fill in what I'm about to say. But for me, it's Trea Turner. Trea Turner drives me absolutely up a wall. Like, my tolerance for Trea Turner has already been, it's gone, and it's March 30th. And the guy won a batting title last year. Like, let me just say that again, because I need to make sure that I put it on the record that I acknowledge this. He won a batting title last year. Okay. Now, with that said, he looks so absolutely feeble at the plate. And like, what an easy out and what a non-competitive approach he's so often brought to the plate this weekend. And the 5th inning on Saturday, they get back into the game a little bit, have a chance. You feel the game tilting in their favor, and he just puts together an absolute dog shit at bat. And then he backs it up yesterday. I know game's 8-2 in the 7th inning. I'm not saying that the Phillies are on their way to a comeback, but they draw a couple of walks in the 7th, and you kind of say, like, all right, like, maybe they can make this weird again. And what's he do? He comes up and has another terrible at bat and rolls into a double play. And like 2 for 13 this weekend with 2 chopping singles up the middle. Like, I just need more. And when he's hitting 290 in the middle of May, and everyone's like, oh, it's unfair, like, he gets a bad rap. Like, this, he's really good. He's underrated, underappreciated. It's weekends like this weekend with Trea Turner that just I just think I feel like his performance is so hollow so often.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that if Trea Turner was Joe Smith making a lot less money, you would be as frustrated? You would be as frustrated?
No, if he wasn't hitting at the top of the order to be, shift the dynamic of the lineup and be a table setter, and it just.
That's my point. It's like
I feel like Trea Turner, like, if he stood on second base and took his at bats this weekend from the second base bag, could not have gotten the ball out of Citizens Bank Park. And I'm serious. Like, I need to see more, and I need to see it when it matters more. It's a personal thing. It is. Like, it really is. It's nothing against. Like, I don't want to say it's a personal thing. I don't mean that like he's a bad guy. He's a great guy. I really feel the frustration already watching it. And maybe that's just me. Maybe most people out here are like, that's not fair. JT Realmuto was 1 for 9 this weekend and struck out 5 times. He looked like utterly incapable of catching up to a pitch. That should be where you're upset. Or you should look at your boy Bryce Harper getting off the hook, 1 for 11 with 3 strikeouts. His only hit of the weekend, a broken bat single in the 9th that should have never happened in the first place. Like, fair. Trea Turner right now is the guy that I'm like, my God.
Yeah, and I think that's the point I was making, is that there is an expectation level for Trea Turner that he just seems to be just below, even when he has a really good year like last year. And that
had a good year, played much better defensively. He deserves credit for all of those things, and it's not things like, again, like I think I'm pretty fair, and I feel like I am expressing a frustration that a lot of people feel watching him. And whether or not it's entirely fair, like, the salary is real. Like, that's the point. It's real. Like, you can't just be like, well, if he wasn't making $27 million over the next decade per year, you wouldn't feel that way. Well, guess what? He is, so I do.
Right. If he was on a $120 million contract instead of a $300 million contract, you probably just chalk it up as bad weekend. But because he is your second highest paid player on the team behind Bryce Harper, and he's your leadoff hitter, your catalyst, and he's supposed to be, the top shortstop, if not the top. I mean, obviously there's Bobby Witt and Gunnar Henderson now are better players, but certainly one of the top 5 shortstops in the sport. It's when those things happen, it drives you more nuts.
And you know what? Like, the reality of it is you have 3 games against the Nationals this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if Trea Turner has 5 hits or 6 hits in this series. And we get back on here on on Friday, and you're like, look at that. Trea Turner's hitting .313 after 6 games. And you spent 7 minutes of your podcast on Monday expressing frustration. Like, that's the thing. Like you get consecutive hits and at bats this time of year, and you jump from hitting 113 to 300. Like forget the numbers for a second. Like I know what happened this weekend. It's not about the numbers. It's about the way I feel when I watch it.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you, and I don't think that it's unjustified what you're saying. It's just there just seem to be. He's one of those guys who he'll put up good numbers in the end of the year, and then you try and go back and remember what were his best moments of the year, and you have a hard time remembering them.